time for Shade Sweet!
Longest relationship in my life, 24 years and counting, not too bad. My name's Micah. I'm going to play a few songs and then we're going to get Ben up here. The church inside the old Mexican restaurant that used to be a Pizza Hut that shares a parking lot with a dollar store. The congregation bows their heads and say prayers that taste like a stomach ache. While the talk show host that drives a Cadillac promises them their lives will be better off after they are dead. He's mostly right. But for all the wrong reasons. Sports bar next to the Ethiopian restaurant has cover bands on the weekend and a patio that is still roped off with caution tape from last week's shooting. Tonight's Darton Billiard League will now be a memorial banquet benefiting Danielle, the bartender who was shot in the neck during a fight over a motorcycle registration. My heart is a strip mall and it's going out of business. My heart is a strip mall, and it's going out of business. Broken windows, neglect and indifference. The writing on the wall says there's no such thing as an innocent witness. The manager at the dollar store's been stocking shelves since 6 a.m. and she's fallen off her ladder twice. She was up all night taking care of a crying baby, and the guy that was supposed to replace her called in sick. When she gets off work, she walks the 3 miles home to find a bright orange eviction notice taped to her front door. She jingles her keys and says a prayer to the private investment firm that the lock still turns. 1, 2, my heart is a strip mall, and it's going out of business. My heart is a strip mall, and it's going out of business. Broken windows, neglect and indifference. The writing on the wall says there's no such thing as an innocent witness.
The waitress at the 24-hour diner with the Hatchet Man tattoo on her neck. She steps outside and rips her vape pen and adjusts her bedazzled, state-provided ankle monitor. It's funny. A bumper sticker on a Cybertruck out in the parking lot says, "Not all who wander are lost." Which side of the head are you going to get your Neuralink?
Which side is it gay?
She thinks to herself.
The bottom.
Maybe not all. Maybe not all. But most. My heart is a strip mall, and it's going out of business. My heart is a strip mall, and it's going out of business. Broken windows, neglect and indifference. The writing on the wall says, the writing on the wall says, there's no such thing as an innocent witness. Selling shark-tooth necklaces to tourists. I'm an airbrush t-shirt, pacifist, life's a beach and then you die. Coca-Cola tan, turquoise rings, purveyor of life's finer things. Baby, I like the bikers, and the bikers, they like me. Baby, I like the bikers, and the bikers, they like me. But it's not all Jack and Coke down here in the land of impending doom. Like that shark stuffed in that fish tank, we're all being consumed by the bullets in the water. Information typhoon, choose the best if it's your best. Hold your breath and hope for June. The roller coaster of emotion is burning out its brakes, leading toward disaster, getting faster every day. Taking pictures on the Ferris wheel, relax, enjoy the sights. Don't hassle the employees and try to be polite. Hey. Now the magician's in the break room, pulling quarters from her ears. She's saving up for her final trick of making herself disappear. There's a baby in a stroller, and he's cleaning his gun. I tried asking him to leave, said he's not hurting anyone. Now the Tallahassee fascists and their bow ties tied tight are burning books out in the parking lot, begging for a fight. And some jackass in a top hat keeps popping all of our balloons. Yeah, it's just another day in the land of impending doom. Roller coaster of emotion is burning out its brakes, careening into a disaster, getting faster every day. Taking pictures on the Ferris wheel, relax, enjoy the sights. Don't hassle the employees and try to be polite. Hey.
Micah, what the fuck are you talking about? Well, please allow me to explain myself.
You see, the tightrope walker's drunk. He's working without a net. The hungry lions are circling, ticket takers are taking bets. Well, I reached in my pocket and said a 20 says he dies. We all laughed when he fell, but he made it out alive. Now our rat mascot is passed out with blood coming from his cartoon ears. Half the folks are laughing, the other half's in tears. Someone slapped the comedian, stole his microphone. That someone was me. I'm telling everyone to go home. You don't work your way up to assistant manager without cracking a couple of eggs. You're not paid more for the responsibility, no matter how much you bet. But the owners, they keep promising repairs are coming soon. We'll see you all again tomorrow here in the land of impending doom. Roller coaster of emotion is burning out its brakes, careening into a disaster, getting faster every day. So as you get the keep the eyes on that black eye. Get your hands off of my neck. I'm tired of being polite. Get your hands off of my neck. I'm sick and I'm motherfucking tired of being polite. Yeah! I buy these gold chains that I'm wearing from a store called 14-0 in Columbus, Ohio, from a guy named Pete.
Sounds cool.
He's real cool. This is a song about Pete. It's also about the CIA. It's a little truth.
Whatever happened to Pete?
I buy these gold chains at the liquor store from a juggalo named Pete. He wears his strange crucifix, and we agreed to disagree about a lot of things, like diamond earrings and whether or not to smile in your DUI mugshot. Pete says no. I say, welcome to the dark carnival. Well, I wanted to play third base for the Chicago White Sox when I was 10. But then I got a little older and started stealing car stereos with my friends and huffing helium in a Wendy's. with this guy named Ken. He was real cool, man. But he's dead now. So it goes.
So it goes.
Now this world has always had its way of disposing of people like me. Fresh meat for the military-industrial complex or the ball-bearing factory. And I'm just smart enough to understand that I'm not in on the joke. I've got alcohol and firecrackers and other substances to cope. Until I die at an age that those close to me will say was too young. But not a total surprise. Surprise.
Surprise.
So when I deliver your pizza, don't hassle me about being late. The gas light's on, the tires are bald, and I burned right through the emergency brake. And if you don't tip, I will not hesitate to smash the twinkle lights running down your driveway. This ain't a game. This is my real life. I want an apartment that doesn't have bars on the windows and a car that doesn't require any tricks to get it started. I recently read that Jackson Pollock was funded by the CIA. Is that true? Is that something I could do to raise myself up beyond the means that I was born into? Or has that ladder been pulled up too? And now Jackson Pollock was funded by the CIA. CIA. Jackson Pollock was funded by the CIA. CIA. Jackson Pollock was funded by the CIA. CIA. Jackson Pollock was funded by the CIA. Ken's dead. I'm driving the pie. Pete still works at the liquor store. He probably always will. Let's do a quick time check here. Yeah, all right, we're right on. I got two more songs. Thanks for being so kind to me, friends. I appreciate it very, very much. The reason that we're all here to see Mr. Ben Nichols play his fucking incredible songs. And as Shane said, we've been fortunate enough to be friends with Ben for a long time, and he's always been unnecessarily kind to us. And we appreciate it very, very much, my friends. So I had my second novel came out last year in January of 2024, and it's called Clown Watches the Clock. And the editor was the first person to read it. My partner Vanessa was the second person, and Ben Nichols was the third person to read it. And if you ever want to be scared to fucking death, send your book you wrote to an artist that you highly admire. But he was kind enough, and he wrote some really nice words and a blurb for the back of it. All to tell you that I have it for sale right over here. It's all commerce, baby. It's all commerce.
Great book.
Oh, thank you. All right, I got two more songs, and then we'll move right along to Mr. Ben Nichols.
It's another day on the existential dread machine. I can't look away from this obscene little screen. Life and death and infinite jest directed my cerebral cortex and refreshed every 30 seconds. Crowdfunding cancer drugs and digital bake sales to help bury our friends. Is this your rugged individualism, America? Bootstrap fairy tales and no-bake conspiracy theories? Get out of here. Tell me about your mothers and your grandmothers and the strength it took them to raise you to where you are today. My mom worked at a Subway, a fast food restaurant, not the public transportation system. Now this is my first fascist societal collapse, sending kids off to class in gas masks and bulletproof backpacks. You march on, little soldiers, and I know you want to kill us all for this when you get a bit older. Thumbs up for good luck. Now as I write this, the bubble wrap pop of gunshots goes off outside. Vanessa and I drop to our knees, crawl on the floor and meet each other in the hallway, which we've agreed upon as the safest place. This is or is not a love song. That's all depending on your perspective.
We're undereducated and overinformed, desperate for connection while forced to perform meaningless tasks for small amounts of currency with one hand behind our back and say thank you for the opportunity. But wait a second, this feels like a shakedown, a Ponzi scheme, a kamikaze mission. Is existence really just some back alley deal where we get killed if we scream? If that's the case, excuse me, I'm gonna make a scene.
Whatever the fuck it's worth, I believe that each and every single one of us are a living, breathing museum. Life is not one long, twisted road to perdition, and suffering is not the price of admission. And we don't need anyone's permission to find beauty and joy in our own existence.
So smash the glass and sound the alarms. If someone falls behind, we take them by the arm. Place our fingers together and lift. We're all running for our lives from these monsters' grip. I'm a Mickey Mouse, dollar bill, Jehovah and Christ. I think I've seen and heard enough of all their advice. Sacrifice the first 25 years of my life, talking to myself and preparing to die. No genuflect to the people, not some shrine to the swine. But the kids in the streets, reclaiming their time. It's just another day on the existential dread machine. Just another day on the existential dread machine. Just another day on the existential dread machine. I hope that you're okay. Shit, I hope that I'm okay. I hope for a little bit each and every single day you have one moment to yourself, that you are, at least for that small moment, okay. Thank you so much, friends. This is my last song. Thank you for being so kind to me. David, let's hear it one time for David. Adam and Jonathan, I knew I was going to forget names, but they were fucking fantastic. And Chamberlain, and I know we're all excited to see Mr. Ben Nichols. Thanks for being kind to me, friends. Thanks to Frankie's and everybody here. Jay back on sound. We appreciate and love you forever, my friend.
Love you, Micah!
I love you. Thank you for being nice to me. I'm a very sensitive individual, so if you're not nice to me, I pretty much come apart at the seams. We appreciate it. Oh, what a bummer it is to be a human being with these politics, religion, and reality TV. Well, God bless me, no thank you. I've seen her work. Can't say I'm a fan. Yeah, I saw a guy get murdered last week. These two kids shot him dead in the middle of the street. His sister was covered in his blood. She was holding him. She was begging him not to die. Well, the news report said he was dead before the medics arrived. And my parents still buy me my socks and underwear for Christmas. I want a tattoo on my face, but it would break my mother's heart. I'm trying to act natural. Can you tell that I am nervous? I'm just trying to make it through this life without falling apart. Well, I spent 2 years of my life trying to drink myself to death. It wasn't poetic or romantic, it was an embarrassing mess. I was a circus clown juggling chainsaws, just hoping for the best. But now I'm a green participant ribbon of a human being, just trying to break even life's gas station slot machines. I am that kid at the far end of the bench who's just happy to be on the team, with a giant foam finger on my hand that says living the dream. My parents still buy me my socks and underwear for Christmas. Want a tattoo on my face, but it would break my mother's heart. I'm trying to act natural. Can
Can you tell that I am nervous? I'm just trying to make it through this life without falling apart. When we were young, they said we could be anything we dreamed. The president, an astronaut, a merchant marine. It turns out that life is just one giant pyramid scheme. And I am from the bottom of the eastern Middle West. Well, where my mother's father was a son of a bitch, just ruining people's lives whenever he got the itch. He and his cousins in the backyard making jokes about their dicks and fucking the kids just for kicks. Now these words and these stories, they're just my attempt for one single fleeting moment to try and connect our hearts and minds to our realities. And I hope that makes sense, because we're completely and unequivocally all alone. And I think I should probably come home. My parents still buy me my socks and underwear for Christmas. Want a tattoo on my face, but it would break my mother's heart. And I'm trying to act natural. Can you tell that I'm nervous? Just trying to make it through this life without falling apart. What a bummer it is to be a human being. Oh, what a bummer it is to be a human being. But oh, how amazing it can be to be a human being. My name is Micah. Music.